Caroline Still Anderson, born 1848, died 1919. African-American physician. Caroline Still Anderson rose to prominence in the late 19th century as a physician, educator, and social reformer. Originally a teacher of art and music, she returned to college to study medicine and built a practice in Philadelphia that flourished for more than 30 years. She was born Caroline Virginia Still in Philadelphia on November 1st, 1848. Her parents, William and Letitia Still, were important figures in the anti-slavery movement. William Still was famous as one of the conductors on the Underground Railroad. He helped escaped slaves travel from Philadelphia to New York. William Still was also a successful businessman, and he was able to provide young Caroline with a first-rate education. After attending private school, she entered Oberlin College in 1865 when she was not quite 16. When she graduated 3 years later, she was the youngest in her class, as well as the only black student. Caroline Still returned to Philadelphia, where she taught music, drawing, and elocution, or public speaking. In December of 1869, she married Edward Wiley, whom she had met in Oberlin. The couple had 2 children. In 1873, Wiley's health gave out and he died unexpectedly. His wife was suddenly a young widow with 2 children to raise alone. She continued to teach, but in 1875 she decided that she wanted to switch to a career in medicine. She began at Harvard University Medical School in 1875 and transferred to the Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania the following year. She graduated in 1878, one of 2 black women out of a class of 17. She applied for an internship at New England Hospital for Women and Children in Boston. Initially turned down because of her race, she met with the board and impressed the members so much that they voted unanimously to accept her. After her internship was over, she returned to Philadelphia. In 1880, she married Matthew Anderson, a minister who had helped found the Berean Presbyterian Church in Philadelphia. The couple had 5 children, 2 of whom died in infancy. Despite her busy home life, Caroline Anderson worked with her husband to help their community. She ran a dispensary out of the church and with her husband helped found the Berean Manual Training and Industrial School in 1889. The school provided training in both industrial and liberal arts. Caroline Anderson taught hygiene, physiology, and public speaking, and also served as assistant principal. She also served on the board of the Home for Aged and Infirm Colored People of Philadelphia, and was president of the Berean Women's Christian Temperance Union. In addition, she helped organize several black young men's Christian organizations within the city, YMCAs within the city, black young men's Christian associations within the city. With all this going on, she managed to maintain a private medical practice. Anderson remained alive until a stroke forced her retirement 5 years before her death in Philadelphia on June 1st, 1919. Citations and sources for this audio are in the description.